Hello everyone, I am Kimorjel Danila and I am going to present Sun Salutation B. Sun salutations are a great way to get your heart rate up and also to stretch the entire body. So, without being said, please make your way into a ride like a child's pose. So your big toes come together and knees go as wide as you would like them to be, and as you press your hips towards your heels, you can stretch your arms and your chest out in front of you and lower your forehead down to the ground. To try and take some deep breaths in and out through your nose. Letting that breath travel all the way down to your belly, into your low back. And trying to get your inhale to be just as long as your exhale, so we're not favoring one over the other. Two more very deep breaths here. And we'll make our way to a tabletop pose, just for a few rounds of cat and cow as a way to warm up your spine. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. As you inhale, drop your belly curl, tailbone up, and on the exhale, round your spine, drop your chin to your chest, and really spread your fingertips wide. About 2 or 3 more times here, just following with your breath, inhaling to back bend, exhaling to contract, and squeezing your shoulder blades as you lift the heart up. Exhale, shoulder blades move further apart. Take your last one here. Inhale and exhale. Let's find your first downward facing dog. From tabletop, bring your hands a couple inches past the shoulders. We're tucking the toes under and lifting the hips up and back. So if the hamstrings are tight, you can bend your knees, maybe sway a little bit side to side. Do any little movements or adjustments here that feel good. Notice where there is tension in the body, and it's very tempting to let all of your body weight sink and dump into the wrist. As much as possible, try to push down into your fingertips and knuckles so you're taking some of that weight out of the wrist. Curl your tailbone up to the sky, draw your low belly in, and then walk your feet to the top of the mat with bent knees. Find your ragdoll fold. So you can hold onto the elbows here, and this is really not about having a super straight legs. In fact, we want our knees bent. It's more about decompressing the spine than it is about stretching the hamstrings. Maybe shake out the head a few times so there's no tension in the jaw and no tension in the neck. And release your fingertips down to the floor, bend your knees even more, and push into your heels to roll up, inch by inch, until you're standing at the top of the mat. So we'll start with a few rounds of half sun salutations just to warm up. As you inhale, reach your arms up overhead, hands come together to touch, and then exhale, hinge forward at the hips, maybe bend your knees if you need to here as you fold. Halfway lift fingertips on your shins, lift up to a flat back. Exhale, fold once more, maybe the knees bent. Push into the feet, come all the way up, lead with your heart, so flat back lifts you up. Exhale, hands to the front of the heart. 2 more like this. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, dive forward and down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet, come up, inhale. Exhale, hands at the heart, last one with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, hands at the heart, our full sun salutation B now. Bend your knees, reach your arms, chair pose. Exhale, dive and fold forward. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, so you can step or hop to chaturanga, lowering the push-up. Finding a back bend. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your palms. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, warrior 1. Big breath in here. Exhale, hands down with that same exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior 1 on the second side. Palms come together to touch, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, downward dog. Take a full breath in your down dog. On the exhale, step or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips, chair pose. Press to stand, release your hands down. Last one here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, dive down. Halfway lift, flat back. Chaturanga, take your flow. We all meet in our downward facing dog. This time left foot steps forward, warrior 1, vacuums grounded down, inhale to lift up. Exhale, vinyasa, plank to chaturanga, to upward dog, to downward dog. Right foot steps forward, back heel grounds down, inhale to lift up, look up. Exhale, your last vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Take one full breath in your down dog, stretch into the heels. Exhale, hop forward. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Sink down low. Push into the heels. Straighten the arms and bring your hands to your heart, close to your eyes. So feel into your breath. Notice your heart rate. It's probably beating a little faster. Just to wind things down a little bit, you can bring your hands on your hips and open up into a wide-legged stance with both feet parallel to the shorter edges of your mat. Take an inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, dive forward and down. You can bring your hands wherever is comfortable for you here. Maybe shaking out the head. And walking your fingertips out in front of you. Lift the chin and the chest up halfway. And bend your knees a little bit. And just toe heel your feet so they're just a tiny bit wider than your hips. Heels in, toes out. Lower down into Malasana, your yoga squat. You can bring your hands to your heart and use your elbows to push the knees open a little wider. Lengthen your spine here. Try to slow down your breath, to slow down your heart rate. And set your hips down on the mat. Take a seat. And sitting up nice and tall, you can bring your right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind you. Take a little twist. So keep your hips facing forward, just rotate through your spine. Exhale to release, switch sides. Left hand to your right knee, right fingertips behind you. Open up through the heart. Notice if you're slouching or rounding forward, lengthen up instead. Release back to center. Up to you if you'd like to lower down into Shavasa or if you want to just close your eyes for a few moments and a seated meditation. So after any kind of yoga practice, no matter how long or short, we always want to take a few moments, if not a few minutes at the end. Kind of as a way for our bodies to digest all the work that we've done. So with total stillness and fully letting go, Notice what feels different now. What has changed since you first sit on the mat? Bring your hands together at the front of the heart, bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you for watching, everyone. This is Sun Salutation Routine B.